What's that? Why don't you to church? Oh yeah, it's great there. You gotta come. I do come. A quatrain by Keith Preston. We cannot bear to roast the book, nor brutally attack it. We lay it gently in our lap, and dust its little jacket. We're going to take a 5-minute listening break. Maybe we'll have some future readers to return with.
Justice, God bless Ted Williams. And Wade Boggs quit swinging for home runs. Good luck, Nick Faldo.
Spike Owens.
Spike Jones.
No, the one that's the boys' fault most of his life.
Don't like the way he sings, but I love the way he talks. I say that out loud. Okay, guys. We're going to try, because we're supposed to have theater tonight, and I don't know what's really, maybe a couple phone calls today, but good mention them, so we'll see what we can do with that, okay? But it'd be nice if it happens. In the meantime, I'll start with some art. So, now, we did this out of Stone Soup some years ago, about 9 years ago, and then we did it over 2 other places. Third time I did this with Hospital Johnny, and it worked better. It worked better. You had to retreat from the material. You see, this poor devil is writing this, most of what you're going to hear out of an institution, and he's never going to get out. And probably knows that. And so I'll begin with a somewhat formal thing. The address to the Dalai Lama. We are your most faithful servants, O Grand Lama. Grace us with your illuminations in a language our contaminated European minds can understand. And if need be, transform our minds, create for us a mind turned entirely toward those perfect summits where the human mind no longer suffers. Make us a mind without habits, a mind truly frozen in the mind. A mind with purer habits, your habits, that they can help us toward freedom. We are surrounded by bellowing popes, foretasters, critics, dogs. Our mind has gone to the dogs who think directly in terms of the earth, who think incorrigibly in the present. Teach us, O Lama, the physical levitation of matter, and how we may longer be earthbound. For you well know what transparent liberation of souls, what freedom of mind in the mind can mean, O acceptable Pope, O true Pope of the mind. With the inward eye I contemplate you, O Pope of the inward summit. It is inwardly that I am like you, I dust, idea, lip, levitation, dream, cry, renunciation of idea, suspended among all forms, and hoping for nothing but the wind. I'll go to his test. He affirms that his sin was in wishing a place in the mother of the Father-Mother and bullshit in the Holy Ghost to render it favorable to his plans. This sin consisted of a temptation visited upon me to pass the breath of my heart through a tube to both sides of his surface, to consent to the worm and to leer of my own free will, like a knife blade at my own soft flop, at the flock world, at the total exhibition of the body in front of gastrological gluttonous curiosity, bloated on the pus of a notorious father, white pus of blood curdled in laughter, to have taken into this child's sweet laughter, who sacrifices himself for life, his whole rosy body seized by love and his altar boy's vestments. And it gives the zob of the knob of strength to the thick beam spreads over the rice baby, who is laughing at the surprised blood of his whole life, as in egg white, empty, then vitalized by the gas of Holy Ghost. The night of the 10 earthquake cities, of the Irish who were dismissed or returned, of the 300 houses collapsed, of the 100,000 corpses left unburied, of the Tibetans of Awarma nations paid by the sorrow of the Virgin Mother, of the mouths gagged and charred, of the grey-suited beards, of the newsreel image of the vessels opened in the high seas, losing their clues like tons of cargo, flaming out their jagged portholes, then anti-flesh inventions of sexuality observed over truncated shoulder of the dolmen, of which I myself, when I amass my slotted totems, of which I've just resuscitated. It is I who committed suicide one day, and tore my body from myself, and battled against what is left of it, and wished forever to come back to myself, where it founded a false world in the meantime, this one. Do evil, and commit many sins, but do no evil to me. Do not touch me, do not make me do evil to myself. I shall revenge myself cruelly. You soil and you injure God. There is nothing left for him but to lose. He's already committed every filthiness. No evil to me, no evil around me, no evil where I am myself. Let me live in a world pure. Let me have around me the pure heroes. It is me, man, who will be the judge in the last accounting. It is to me that all elements of bodies and things will come to be referred. It is the state of my body that shall make the last judgment. The place where you suffer, where you know you suffer, where you feel it, and where systematically and voluntarily you maintain the things that you do, and which you eat in the breast of eternal sadness, without letting them go over and under or cover in an organ forever useless, where a being waits for them. The beings do not come out in exterior day. They have no other power than to burst forth in the subterranean night when they are made for eternity. They pass their time, and the time it takes them to make one such step has never produced. They have to wait for the hand of man to take and make them, for only man, innate and predestined, has that redoubtable and ineffable capacity to leave the human body to the light of nature, to plunge it alive in the gleam of nature, where the sun will wet it at last. Thus there is nothing made more ignobly useless and superfluous than the organ called heart, which is the dirtiest means which beings have been able to invent to pump life into me. The movements of the heart are nothing else than a maneuver by which the being relieves himself on me, for me to take that which I ceaselessly refuse to take from him. That is to say, that is how I live. The beings of the virtually parasitic life which is created in the margin of the true life, and which ends by having the pretension to replace it, the actual life taken by itself, constitute exactly one of the bifurcations of being beside the real life, and which ends by forgetting it is false, and ends by pretending to see the real life follow its ignoble movement. Disguised as a choice of a body, I say shit to everything, and I go to sleep. It is very cold, as though it was I, dead, who breathes